Morning, YouTubers. Okay, I've got to look after you. Right, another snow scene. It's all snow scenes at the moment. Well, why not? I haven't seen any snow near London for ages. So we have to paint it, make it up. And my water's probably still a bit dirty from yesterday. Just done little oil tutorial for patrons, on Patreon, with a beginner's guide to oil painting. I sometimes think that I don't make it as simple as it should be, but now this is the Saunders Waterford, lovely paper, rough, £90 rough, a really superb paper. Okay, now I've got the paper about probably 10 degrees. Just a little brush of colour. I don't want the paint to sort of drip down. When you paint snow, this is just from my experience. Paint, like when you're doing water, paint the bottom of the picture the same as, or with the same colours as the sky, so that you've already got the colours of the sky in the snow or the water. Right, okay, so where's a bit of red in that? I think I want a bit of red. Well, just not planning this, I've not drawn anything, I'm just going for it. But the paint or the water now is not running down the page. Now I'm using a bit of ultramarine, a bit of Payne's grey, and a bit of light red. I want a nice, good strong colour here. Because I'm right-handed, I tend to paint from right to left. These are my snow clouds. Just put some of that in there. That will all dry much lighter, but I want a good, strong colour overhead. So threatening, but leaving some nice light in the sky for my light coming through the picture. Now I'm going to reclip. Whoops! I'm going to reclip this. Now this is probably the flattest I've had the paper since I've been working on YouTube. But you can see how simple you can make a sky. there. Well, let's take the brightness down on this a bit because it's glaring a little bit. I think. Take the brightness down to there. I think that should do. Colour intensity down. Everything's just a bit up at the moment. It's a very bright day outside, and I do have a problem with the light in my studio because I've got these 4-foot square windows in the roof, as roof lights, and it's a very bright day. I've drawn one blind. I've got spotlights overhead to try to even out the light, but it does change. And if it was a cloudy, sunny day, then it would change between the light and the dark, and my webcam picks it up, I'm afraid. Right, okay, so I'm going to dry this now. So I'll just mute the sound. Okay, I've just dried it enough to take the surface shine off the paper, Now I'm going to use my script brush for the next bit. I want to put some trees on the horizon, but I want them fairly faint. But I want to use the sky colours, but with a bit more blue. Oh, there's the script brush. Now this one here. It's an absolute gem of a brush. But because this is a rough paper, I want to just don't want it too wet. Maybe the paper should be a bit drier than that. Okay, so we're going down here a little bit there. We're going to have it just a little bit darker, but I don't want too much light in the trees. I just want a shape of the trees, the tree canopy showing all the twigs, but in a broad sweep of the brush. Let's a bit more. Because it's a rough paper, you can overdo the dry brush on it. Like there, you see. We want more water on the brush. And take the trees off of the... Okay, so that's it. Now you can see the paper wasn't quite dry enough. That's why it's gone like that, and it's got a separation there. But that's okay, because we can put in some some strength in there. All right, that'll do. All right, now we want some bit of hedgerow. So I'm going to dry that off. Give it a good dry now. Now you can see the sky has it still shows these streaks coming down, but it gives a nice effect without overdoing it. This is all yellow and a bit of pinky here. I don't know if that's showing up on the screen. Let's see if we can change that a bit. No. Put the gain up, take the gain up. No, that's probably a bit better. That's quite accurate, actually. This is very faint. Right, now I'm going to put in some... I could use a sable instead of that. I'm going to put in a bit of a hedgerow or just some detail. So a bit darker with the blues. Let's just come in here. Be careful not to, as you do this, the brush sticks in the holes in the paper, well, in the roughness, and flicks. That's stronger. It's a bit more red as we're coming into the bit of hedgerow. and going to that blue. The blue's yonder. Okay, take that over there. Right, and we'll put a strong, well, we'll put some strength into that. A bit of green, a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of cad yellow, a bit of raw sienna. Needs to be darker than that. I want a rich, thick green. A blue. And that merge. Okay, that'll do. Right, now we'll do a bit of a bank on this side. Touch of water. Want some snow in there. Bit of sienna, bit of raw sienna. Around there. Okay. Get some good dark in there now, good thick, rich, dark. Right. Some sienna. Okay. Not sure if this lifts out. Yeah, it probably would, but it's a bit drier. No, once it soaks in, it's quite difficult to lift. Right. So we want a couple of trees in there. I'll use the hake for this. So, light coming from the left. So we'll put in a bit of sienna. Right, a bit of dark on the outside of the tree. Get that shadow. Probably a bit darker than that. A bit thicker. So by keeping the paper a bit flatter than usual, the paint should dissipate a little better than it has done. Okay, a little bit of wiggle work. I will put in some shadow in here on the snow of this path here. That's like a bit of a path. That's it's just a bit more bright colour in there. Catch a bit of light, a bit of green. Right, now we're going with the rigger. I'm not sure whether I've got enough warmth in that yet, but I'll dry it off. Now that is now dry. I can put in some detail similar to the other side. Put more hedgerow trees. Just the hay comes into its own here with this sort of. Oops. Oh, we'll break of that. Happy birthday to today, folks. Don't all send greetings. Just on the side, I've got 6 friends in for dinner. My wife's idea. Might put some bigger work and some fence. Bit of dry brush in there, warmer colour. Okay. Clean the brush. Right, now some rigger work. I'll use my grey rig if I can find it. There it is. This one. This is the one that comes with chisel edge. Oh, well, I just. No, we've got one behind. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's a good one in front of the other. Let's say. Bring that one in there. Right. Try to tell myself to hold the rigger. And an angle. Sorry, not an angle. At the tip to get a more random stroke. I might just soften that. Alright, well, that sort of thing, that'll do. Just a bit of spindly grass and rogue twigs sticking up. I'll put a few leaves on there. Well, a few bits and pieces. Okay. Now, let's go into the other side now. I'm going to use my medium romancing hake. So let's have some dark green. Some warm. The blue in there. So I've covered up a lot of that background now. With the wind blowing, prevailing winds, trees. So a little bit of water on there, just see, that's the art of dry brush. Well, not the art, but just dragging over. Oh, we'll put a bit of raw sienna now. Catching that light, and then do the same here. Just catching that little bit of light in there. Then we'll have darker colour the other side. Okay, right, now I've got to do some rigger work in there just to put a few bits and pieces in and some gouache. So let's put in some shadow now. Bit of a light red and bit of ultramarine. More ultramarine. And a bit darker now. And lovely, look at that. Coming off stage. Right, okay, I'll dry that off. Well, while that finishes drying, I'm going to do a bit of rigger work in here. Not a lot. I'm just using Payne's grey and a bit of burnt sienna for these. just filling in the gaps. So that's catching the sort of windbreak for that really. Well, the wind's just blowing there. Right, now a bit of gouache now. I'll use this little flat brush. Look, I've just got. I might need some fresh. Just probably do. Right. Okay, well, a bit of blue with that. Clean brush. I'll have a little bit of white. Where it's just catching a bit of light coming through. Oh, you can overdo this, of course. Turner used loads of it. A lot of artists use. I don't know if Seago did they, but I'm going to use it. Okay, bit here. Just that touch of blue in there. And just that prevailing wind there, although I should have had the trees going maybe just a little bit more windswept. Just a little bit of this, bit of blue, shadow. Oh, this is good fun, isn't it? Okay, a little bit more work in the. I won't put any figures in, I don't think. Let's get my script brush. Oops, just put a little bit of where some figures might have been. A bit darker than that. Okay, that's it. And The fences, don't put it all in. Just leave it, just a suggestion. Right, bit of wriggle work at the foreground here. Okay, let's a bit more wash in it. Here, just catching that light. It's on the top of that. So. Whatever. Sign it. Right, no figures. Can't be bothered. Right, okay, we'll put a mount on that and have a look at it. So one for you. Okay, sorry about that. One for you and one for Patreon. I'll just lift the camera up a bit. If I get it right, this Logitech webcam is very, very good. Let's put the dirty white mouse on it. Right, okay. Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Any comments, leave them on YouTube. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.